Hello all, this is the Average Gamer series. I just wanted to touch on the difficulty of the DLC that just released almost a week ago in this video. There's a lot of drama in the gaming community about the difficulty of the DLC between mixed Steam reviews, YouTubers, and so on. You're going to see here some gameplay of myself just starting the DLC as I'm talking here, and I play blind, so I didn't know what to expect. You will see me die. It happens to the best of us. So I've been playing Souls games for over a decade now. I beat every one at least once. I just figure out what works and what doesn't on my own. I don't use meta builds. I just play the game how I like. If I like a weapon or spell, I use it. I'm not against anyone using a meta build at all, though. It's okay. Using those builds don't automatically mean that you're going to fly through the game, though, or easy mode every single boss. It just doesn't work like that. You have to still play the game. You will die. That is the mantra of From Software. They want you to learn how to play their games. Every time a Souls game from this developer releases, such as Dark Souls, Bloodborne, and Elden Ring, this debate always happens, every time. Gamers want more accessibility, there should be difficulty modes for the game, such as easy, medium, and hard, the bosses are just too hard, etc. These are the reasons for the recent mixed Steam reviews, for the majority. But gamers, for the majority, also just want things handed to them, to say that they accomplished something. But that's the thing for FromSoft. They want you to climb that mountain, to slay the dragon, to bring down gods. There's such a sense of accomplishment from learning a boss's moveset from many different attempts until that one time you bring him down for good. And some of you will say, well, it's just hard for being hard's sake. And I think that ultimately is just subjective. But to many others, once you've learned the mechanics of each game, it gets easier. You know the timing of your attacks, you know how to parry, you can tell the speed of an enemy's attack, dodge roll iframes. All of these things are taken into account to make you a better Souls player. It really comes down to you, the player, if you want to achieve those goals. You have to have the mentality to bear through it because you will die. It's sort of like a trial by fire. I also want to say that traditionally every DLC that FromSoft does is extremely hard. It's meant to be in-game content. I don't understand why some people thought that they were going to come into this DLC and just face roll enemies. It doesn't work like that. I can tell you from many years of experience. I actually do appreciate Miyazaki's, the director of Elden Ring, his approach to the difficulty in this DLC, though it's different from others than the past DLC that they've done. In this one, there are items called I don't know if I'm pronouncing this right, but Erdtree is what I've been calling it. Erdtree fragments that you can find pretty frequently in the realm of Shadow, mostly just by exploring the map and killing certain enemies, certain bosses, certain mini bosses. Um, they scale your damage up and enemy damage done to you down only in the realm of Shadow. So it doesn't affect the base game at all. So these Erdtree fragments, they give literal incentive to explore all of the DLC. They want you to explore the map. It helps you clear bosses. It makes you stronger. And some players just want to go in with their level 300 plus or whatever character and face roll these bosses in the DLC. And they were just met with a rude awakening because of the way that this DLC scales damage. And FromSoft has made this beautiful world that they want you to explore. And I personally believe that it was the best route for them to take as far as difficulty with the Erdtree blessings. But that's really all I have to say on the subject. Except, I think you should just keep at it. If you really want to try to beat or just, play Elden Ring or even past Souls games, period, you just have to have the mental fortitude to keep going. Uh, but anyways, thank you for listening. I love to have gaming discussions, so let me know your thoughts in the comments, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.